Water has four main properties. All of these can be attributed to the fact that water forms hydrogen bonds. These hydrogen bonds form because water is polar, meaning that it has polar covalent bonds. We'll go through each of these four properties, and these properties of water are what allow it to support life. Without these, you would not be alive. So polar covalent bonds are the reason we have life on Earth. Water is cohesive. What does the prefix co mean? Think about words like cooperate. Co means together. Cohesion is the tendency of water to stick to itself. It does this through hydrogen bonding. Water is also adhesive. This is the tendency of water to stick to other molecules. Think of other adhesives. It means sticky. Because water molecules are sticky to each other and other molecules, they give water a high surface tension. The water strider on the left is so light that it can sit on top of the water. Have you ever filled a glass of water just a little too full? If not, go try it. The water will actually stay in the glass slightly above the edge because of the surface tension. It's sticking to itself. Number 2. Water moderates temperature. There is a phrase, a watch pot never boils, which basically means it takes so long to boil a pot of water, you don't really need to watch it. Water takes a really long time to heat up and cool down. That land that is near water doesn't fluctuate in temperature as much as land that is inland. Heat is the transfer of energy between molecules. When heat is high, the molecules are moving faster, and when it is low, the molecules are moving slower. All molecules move randomly all of the time. The temperature is a measure of this heat. The reason water changes temperature slowly is because hydrogen bonds restrict the movement of the molecules. They make it harder to heat and cool water. We take advantage of this property of water to hold on to heat and use it to cool ourselves through evaporative cooling, or sweat. The water with the highest energy leaves the body and takes its heat with it. Dogs do this on their tongues, called panting, and elephants use the big surface area of their ears. Ice floats. The third property of water is that it is less dense as a solid. Every other compound is more dense as a solid. Water is less dense because of the hydrogen bonds. Density is the number of something per unit area. If you look at the two circles on the right, the circle on the top is ice, and the molecules are spread apart. This is because they are all hydrogen bonded, and that keeps them apart. The picture on the bottom is liquid water, and the bonds are continually breaking and reforming. It requires heat to break hydrogen bonds. The ice does not have enough energy to break these bonds. This is really important for aquatic life. Think about what would happen to fish that live in ponds that freeze over in the winter. The fish wouldn't be able to survive in the winter because there would be a solid block of ice. Water is a solvent. A solution is any liquid that is a mixture of at least two substances. The solvent is the portion that does the dissolving, and the solute is what gets dissolved. Most solutions are aqueous, meaning that water is the solvent. Water can dissolve many different molecules because it is polar. Ionic compounds such as salt and polar compounds such as sugar both dissolve easily in water. This is important for life because this is how you carry things like sugar around in your body. Your blood is mostly just water. The only compounds that don't dissolve well in water are non-polar ones, like oil. If you try to mix oil and water, they will separate.